waiting for co-host Madam Jackie to join us. I hope everyone is doing okay. I sent her the text. What's happening? Where is she? Just wait a minute, guys. Here we go. I clicked add. Madam Jackie, good to see you. Are you hearing me well? Okay, yes, season's greetings to you. Right? We have a lot going on today, so let's get this show on the road. Guys, those who are able to join us, you can catch us on the replay. Yes, real talk on Life in Ghana on Diane's channel. While you're at it, please like this live, share, yes, and subscribe to my channel and also to Madam Jackie's channel, which in the description, all the information is there. You need to click on. First, Jackie, I'm going straight into public service announcement. We are thanking President Mahama, the President of Ghana, for the deployment of 54 military personnel guys who are en route to Jamaica to aid in the reconstruction process in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa. Right? Yes. And we're a third of the island, totally devastated. It is fair to say. So I give to President Mahama, we thank you. Jackie, yeah, I read it yesterday. And guys, you can always tune in on YouTube to join news. And that's where I got the information from. And so again, that solidifies, tighter and tighter relationship between Ghana and Jamaica. Jackie, people may have some Ghana babies being born.
I definitely think so, because those were some very nice to the island.
You love to read. Why do you notice those things? But if the deployment is going to be there anywhere between 6 months to 18 months, guys, you're here on the channel. I think there will be some
there will be some dual citizenships handed out very soon.
You took it right out of the mouth, right? Dual citizenship, Ghana thinking.
Oh yes, because we know Ghanaians love to make babies. They really do.
So guys, that's the public service announcement. So again, the Diane's channel, non-stop, Ghana, bold.
And the
yes, and the bold. Madam Jackie, we really thank President Mahama, government of the Republic for such an initiative.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Right? So guys, we're gonna get straight into this, Jackie. You notice on the description we have certain topics, yeah, and I'm going to go straight into driver's license. And guys, we talk, as this subject says, Ghana system, and yes, it is relevant and it is really important to live in the country. Just try know a little bit. So in November 2022, my Jamaican driver's license would have been expired. And I said, no, I don't want to be in a country living. I do not have a driver's license. And so I went through the process of obtaining a Ghana driver's license. Guys, the Ghana's license expires in 6 years. And I was like, yeah, long time, right? Like Jamaica, right? Jamaica, I think it's probably 5 years, but 6 years, I was elated, guys. And of course, I have content on it, on the process I went through, and even showed the little picture of my driver's license. Guys, listen to this now. And this is where you hear me early saying you must not speak what I'm about to assume. Eh?
It makes out of you and me.
Absolutely. Well, that is just, my license expires in 6 years. That will put it to 2028. Guys, Jackie and I were having a conversation probably 2 weeks ago on the phone. And we talked, as per usual. And in the conversation, she navigated to an incident she had out in Cape Coast concerning her driver's license. So Jackie is saying to me on the phone, and I'm on the driver's license need to be renewed, expired. I said, slow down, Jackie. What are you talking about? You came to Ghana after me. Yes? My driver's license is not expired until 2028. What are you talking about? Jackie's going on. Jackie said, Diane, you have to renew it every 2 years. I said, where you get that from? The conversation is in the night, no, time for Maggie. Jackie
little known fact.
You need to turn. She's going to tell you how it fared for her. She said, Diane, look at the back of the driver's license. Guys, I put on the phone, run for my driver's license, put on the reading glasses, and turn the back. People, there it is.
Surprise!
The driver's license is to be renewed every 2 years. Jackie said, penalty of a She said, Jackie, wait. I said, the bottom line is, guys, when you look at the reverse side of my driver's license, in fine print, it says it must be renewed every 2 years. And so with that conversation, I wrapped it up here in the night because I was most annoyed. I said, Jackie, let me call and get information. And so guys, next morning, and I got up, and then I needed first before I decided to try making any phone calls. Because Jackie here, so it's not easy to get through on the telephone.
I know.
And so guys, social media, look at Instagram, and there it is in bold print, outlined. Guys, 2022, when we close off the conversation that night with Jackie, it is fair to say that I am going to face penalty for 1 year because I should have renewed in 2024. And so when you look at their Instagram page and you see it's all there outlined, okay, there's a penalty, right? You'll see the cost. I'll tell you what that is. And then, guys, here the walk up. That's why Jackie sometimes I'm going to a lot talk, we don't know what our conversation we're rolling. So Jackie, I thank you for this conversation, the conversation we had, and you telling me about what we encountered. Because guys, if you do not renew up 4 years and over, not only will you face a penalty, the penalty can include 30 days prison sentence. I wonder if you
what? I didn't know
Jackie,
that part.
You know me, Carl.
That probably won't happen.
Jackie,
that probably won't happen.
If we did not, Jackie, I don't tell you, Jackie. Let me get to my little team. I don't tell you, Madam Jackie. I don't play games because I always lose. Puss and dog don't have the same luck. So what we bring into the public is we must always live by this in a foreign land. Already tell you about communication. Prevention is better than cure. Yes?
Better than cure.
And so therefore, guys, I am telling you, I was ignorant to this. I would not have gone back to the DVLA, driver's license authority, until 2028 to renew. I wonder if you understand. Yes, because I don't
Yeah,
need to go on the site as
exactly.
far as I'm concerned. And so, guys,
And there you would have
in
found out. Yeah.
Jackie, I went
And
and got it renewed
mm-hmm.
Monday. And of
Oh,
course,
okay.
yes, Jackie, I went Monday, I got it renewed. And so I pleaded my case, right?
Uh-huh.
Sometimes I hear people say, oh, Dan, it's dramatic. And of course, my circle always says, we can call it dramatic or not. Guys, I
You're
had a case,
kidding. You're,
right? And
you're
so,
kidding.
so the renewal entailed an eye test. So when I went in, I immediately pled my case. And of course, I was
Mm-hmm.
in trouble. So you can call it whatever. Say I'm active. I was
Yeah.
traumatized when Madam Jackie gave me the information. And so I
Yeah.
played my case. They apologized. They understand. And I got a little 30 CDs reduction. It better than zero. And so the penalty, guys, would have been for 1 year. I was subjected
Wow.
to was like 180 something CDs. So I paid
Wow.
152 or so
50
CDs for the penalty.
for the
And
penalty.
then the cost to
Right.
renew was 250 something CDs. So guys, in US dollars, because Jamaica work with the US also, we can
Uh-huh.
safely say, Jackie, I paid
Uh-huh.
with the rate of exchange today, probably 35
Yeah.
US dollars
Then
for the
when I
renewal.
when I tell you my story, I'll tell you how much I
Absolutely, I
paid.
can tell all
But
the way
mine is
for
different.
the renewal and the 1 year penalty. So,
Yeah.
and they pointed out to me that next year, 2026, no, because remember, guys, 2025 is winding
Mm-hmm.
down. So I have to go back for a renewal again in October 2026. What is good,
Yeah.
I will point out what they said to me because, of course, in pleading my case, I said I was not aware, and I understand that even
Yeah.
some governments are not aware. And what they are
Yeah.
now doing moving forward, Jackie, is that they have said a month prior to your renewal,
Uh-huh.
you will get a text, a reminder. I said, thank
Exactly.
you, because so many things happen day to day that who have any
It's
time to
true.
memorize and recall that you're every 2 years, right? So again,
Yeah.
guys, the system in Jamaica, you get your driver's license, you renew
When it
after the
says
5 years.
expired.
And that is
Yeah.
what we refer to as a renewal based on an expiration date. In Ghana,
I know.
an expiration date is interpreted different than a renewal that they
A
have set in
renewal.
place. Is that
Yeah.
good or is that bad? I'm going to tell you right now, it's not a bad thing. Jack, and I'll tell you briefly why after Madam Jackie. Jackie, tell us what's going on with you out of Cape Coast, baby.
Okay, so yeah, one day I was driving down the road, just minding my own business. I came upon a police barrier, which as everybody know, that's very common here in Ghana, where there are a lot of checkpoints, certain areas. So I came upon this checkpoint, and this day it wasn't like an ordinary police officer. I think he was in kind of that military look police uniform, and he was carrying a firearm that day. I'm not sure what was going on. So anyway, I'm driving, and they stopped me at the usual barrier where I know all of the officers there. I smile and they're like, "Oh, hi, madam, go ahead." But this day I didn't know this guy, so he was very assertive, and he said, "I need to see your driver's license." So me now knowing good and well that the expiration date is 5 years from 2023, like, "Oh, no problem, sir, no problem. Here you go." So he's like, take it and him flip it, and he's like, "Oh, it's expired." I'm like, "No, it's not. It's not expired. Look, this is the date." He's like, "Madam, it's expired." So he starts walking away. So I'm like, what is going on? Like, I'm like, "You're telling me it's expired, but I'm seeing the expiration date. Like, I don't know." Anyway, he asked me to step out the vehicle. I did so. I'm like, "What are you talking about?" So this is when he flips it over and look, this renewal date. I said, I said, no one told me. No one told me. And anyway, he was just very not nice. He was just not nice. He wasn't trying to use it as a teachable moment. It was, kind of like just being, a bit mean. So I'm like, okay, well, now that I know, let me go ahead and get it renewed. So this man proceeded to just be walking around, tending to other vehicles with my driver's license, Diane, in his hands. And I'm just like, okay, well, no, what are we going to do now? Crickets. That's what I heard. Crickets. I'm sitting there in the van waiting and waiting and waiting, and finally I just drove off. I literally just drove off, Diane. I have no patience for the foolishness. That yeah. I have no patience for it. I'm just not doing it. So I drove off because I know the lady who is the commander at that station. She's very familiar with me. So anyway, I left and it took me a while to go back to that particular barrier station. And unfortunately, I didn't recognize that officer. He was an unusual officer. So I went to the commander and I explained to her what happened. And she said, under no uncertain terms is any officer in the country of Ghana supposed to hold on to your driver's license for any reason. If you have to go to court, they're supposed to tell you, okay, you have to come to court. But this officer, he just had me sitting there for 15 minutes holding on to my driver's license, which I found to be very frustrating. Based on the fact that I'm letting you know that I was not aware. I don't want to say, oh, because I'm from the diaspora, it's supposed to let me go. But if I'm telling you, like, there's a reasonable explanation for this, I think, you should educate me then, since I'm obviously new to Ghana, and tell me, okay, you need to go renew it because I'm going to be charged a penalty anyway. So
Or give you a warning.
when I finally got
or give you a verbal warning and video on
exactly. Right. Give me a verbal warning.
Jackie,
Say, madam,
I don't need to interject, but to your point there, I will say this to you. That was that on your day. That's what you got.
Yes.
And I have
exactly
when it comes on to law enforcement. Because I drove back home in Jamaica and I saw them say, I don't care which country you're in. The uniform people, guys, Jackie, that's how they roll. You have a good day, you get some respect, you get a warning, Jackie, and then you have some that don't flex. And how you respond, that's it. So you got one that basically was flexing on you. Better you not
a young.
Better
and he was a young officer.
Continue, Madam Jackie. Better you.
So in any case, I want to say it was maybe I don't know, 2 to 3 months later, that I finally decided, okay, I need to deal with this because I don't want any problems. Coming into the Christmas holiday, you're driving, way more barriers are on the road.
Correct.
So I finally went to try to get it renewed. No, because I don't have the driver's license anymore. I can't just go to the DVLA and say, oh, I lost my driver's license. No. It's a whole process, Diane.
Wow.
And file a report. I have to get a police abstract, is what they call it. Once I get DVLA, and they have to decide whether or not it's reasonable. And so yes, that's what I had to do. So I took it to the DVLA, and because I don't have the physical license to renew, now they have to issue a new card, and that has to come from Accra. And that takes 3 months. It takes 3 months. Then they have to reprint your temporary license, which is what you get when you originally change over your driver's license here. And so, Diane, needless to say, all of this and this is the honest to God's truth. All of this ended up costing me, between the police abstract, because everywhere you go you're paying them to do their job.
True.
I would say it ended up costing me about 900 Ghana cedis.
Jackie, guys,
I'm not kidding.
you see this what we're doing? You see Jackie outlining, Madam Jackie outlining that, and what
This
I
is literally what.
outlined about the
Yes.
system. You have to know it, because if you don't, you're going to get soaked.
Big
Because
time.
you don't know who you're going to buck up on the road in a stop.
Yep.
Jackie, 900
So
CDs days. That's
I'm
a
telling
lot
you,
of here.
900 Ghana cedis. That's close to, at the time, 100 US dollars.
I'm
And
going to
then
give you
it
some
took
perspective on the money what
it
Jackie
took a
just
half a
opened.
day.
My
Diane, it
light
took me
bill,
nearly half day to go
Jackie, that
to
900 CDs could pay
yes, in fact,
my light
it's
bill,
more. Diane,
could
it's more
pay
than
my
that.
light bill for more than 3 months.
Yes.
Understand what Jackie
Yes.
just said when you say it's about them going on, so right? And she said $100. That could
Yes.
pay my light bill for
Huh.
3 months, guys. Jackie,
Yes.
sorry.
Diane,
Sorry,
it was
excuse
actually,
me.
I'm going to correct myself. I missed one step. Now, remember, they only took my driver's license and it needed renewal. They made me go and redo a vision test. I had to go redo the vision test. I have to pay for that
Money that,
separately.
yeah.
Yeah, I have to pay
Yeah.
separately for the vision test. And now,
ATCs,
when
I
you
think
go
it
to
costs me
DVLA,
50.
they have some like help.
Correct.
Yeah, I want to say it ended up costing me probably over 1,100 Ghana cedis, Diane.
Wow.
And I'm thinking, for what? For what? But it's either you pay it or you don't get back your driver's license.
Yes. And then the length of time, Jackie, because the physical license is not going to be ready, you say, until a couple of months.
Under 3 months, and I said 3 months. I said, why? Oh, we have to send to Accra to get the license that look like the credit card. And so in the meantime, then them give this. I wish I had it here with me. They give this big old 5x7 plastic card we can't fit into your bag. And I have more than one vehicle, so I have to be hauling this laminated piece of paper, 5x7 paper, around with me in my bag. And I'm thinking, my God, like this is just so it's different. It's definitely different. And like I think, Diane, we always say that can never say that being in Ghana is not challenging. It is at times. However, it's still not a deterrent for me.
Oh, absolutely. No.
Yes, and I always want to give that disclaimer.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We're here giving you the real life on the ground, not the hee ha ha fluff and
Correct.
beach
Kumbaya.
scene and little December scene and all of that. We're here saying, look, this is what happened when you live in here. These are the possibilities. It's not everybody. Everybody has their own experience, right? Diane, you had yours.
Hence, making your point, and that's why the subject matter says Ghana system, because oftentimes you will come here and you feel you don't need to know, right? And while we make comparisons from where we live for more than 10 years of our life, I think a country where you live, you need to know the system, even
absolutely,
basic, so you know how to help. And that's what we are trying to do here. Because Jackie, as you had said to me, you subsequently found out that there are even some Ghanaians that don't even know that it has to be renewed every 2 years. And I can tell you that I would believe that, because the mere fact that they have now decided that they are going to send the reminders out, it speaks to the fact that maybe many persons are coming and facing penalty, and you don't want to be subjected to paying that amount of money. So Jackie, I'm sorry you're going through that. And again, if there are persons from the diaspora that's here in Ghana, then and you have a driver's license, just check to ensure that it's
Tickets.
not up for renewal and you must go and get it renewed every 2 years. Those of
Yes.
you also who got your citizenship and doing the back and forth and got a driver's license because you wanted to and you're no longer in Ghana, but you do come back like probably every year or every
Yeah.
2 years, please to check that your Ghana driver's license once you're in
Yeah.
possession of it to ensure. Because what we go
Exactly.
through, we do not want you
Yeah.
to go through that. That's part of the system
It's
that
true.
we see.
It's true, Diane, and
International,
especially,
this will not apply for international
yeah,
driver's license at this point. Mhm.
especially in and around the holidays where I know a lot of people do come to Ghana. You don't, and they increase the number of checkpoints during this time. And the last thing that you want is to meet up on a police officer that is going to use that to delay you. The traffic is already bad, but to be delayed for something like this, if you in fact do have, a Ghanaian driver's license, just really double check that. You're better off, maybe even coming with an international driver's license. If before you arrive in Ghana, you find that your driver's license have expired, because it's just going to take time away from your holiday festivities and all of those things. So you can go into AAA if you're in the US. I'll speak of US because that's what I know. You can go into AAA and get your international driver's license for, I don't know, at the time when I did mine it was like $20. You go into AAA, they give you the international driver's license. You come to the US, you come to Ghana and you can drive with it while you are here because your
Well said.
normal driver's license
Well
will
said.
not carry. Yeah, you're,
Okay.
you're better off.
I think we covered that full
Yeah.
stop.
Yes.
Jackie could
Yes.
point and take a break here and acknowledge those and read some of the comments online, please, as it scrolls going up and down. And guys, please
Yes. Yes. I do.
like up the line, please. Yes, Jackie.
Yes. Currently there's 6 people on. Welcome to everybody that's on. If you
Welcome.
could please just hit the like button for us, we would really appreciate it. And thank you.
Mhm.
I just have one comment from. Excuse me if I chop this up. Baji Vargas 793 said, "I love you very much. Kiss you both." Thank you, and kiss to you too. Mwah. And there was one person that I had to block, Diane, who was on here being a menace. So we won't even acknowledge that person. I'm sorry. I know you're blocked. We don't deal with the foolishness here. If you're not here to engage and at least watch and comment, then please, we don't have time for the foolishness. Thank you again.
That's it.
Thank you.
That's it
Yeah,
for the comments.
that's it. Yes, that
Okay,
is
thank
it.
you for the comments. We're moving on. We're moving on, guys. Sole proprietor, business,
Mhm.
taxes. Jackie, I'm touching on that because when we did our last live, when we're speaking to investment, different types of investments, that's over. And we spoke about
Uh-huh.
certain businesses, yeah, whether it's food,
Uh-huh.
hospitality of some kind. Guys, um, and obviously the business that I do and your own services, Jackie, and all about
Right.
consultancy services. So guys, I got
Mm-hmm.
my business registered, right? Went to the registrar office or office registry or so companies.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom line is I went to the government agency to register. And I remember when I
Mm-hmm.
spoke to someone, a Jamaican that has dual citizenship, and was saying that, oh, I got my business registered, this is the name, and they said to me, Diane, please to go straight to Ghana Revenue Authority, GRA.
GRA. GRA. Yeah.
Just start this. I don't. They said, "Nah, just go there because what you do not want is for them to assess you and again penalize you, right?
Right.
And it's not about the time that you're just. They will get to you. And guys, I
Yeah.
say this to you when I get instructions, I will follow it, especially when it comes to
Mhm.
regularizing oneself. All right.
Right.
My journey here in Ghana is not trying to find people to regularize my business. I need to hear from the horse's mouth so that I can adequately, yes,
Yeah.
and with a level of authority of what I'm saying to those in the diaspora, all the thing go. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
my boots on the ground. Of course, it's good sometimes if you can, if you have a challenge, but I believe that let me walk straight. And if walking
Mhm.
straight and come up in a roadblock, Jackie, then I try to
Yeah.
see if I can get assistance, right? So, guys, I went
Right.
to the Ghana Revenue Authority, and one of the things you have to do, and this is going out to those guys who are here in Ghana and those in the diaspora thinking of moving and want to set up like a small business, and you will fall under
Yeah.
sole proprietorship. Yeah, we're not talking
Yeah.
big business here. And when I went there, yeah, I was glad I went there. But first of all, you have to find the agency that's in the
Uh-huh.
region or the area where you're living, right? So you
Right.
can't
Right.
run this thing where I'm in Accra and you know, look, links don't go. Work with the system.
Yeah.
And so I
Yeah.
went to the GRA, Ghana Revenue Authority, and filled out the necessary forms. And Jackie, of course, they're gonna start. How much you think your business, how much your business making a year? I said, first of all, please,
It will get a
yeah,
loss.
we just try to
Right. Yeah.
start with something. And then I had to break it down because again, we're talking communication, and you have to ensure that there's understanding. So you get the
Right.
right answer to the question and you come away knowing what was said, not assuming. Yes. And
Yeah.
listen, I can't tell you how much I'm going to earn a year because it's not that kind of business. I said 99, and it would
Right.
cost nothing
You're not
else. I
selling
said
anything.
these are the services. But I said, let me give you this. I'm going to tell you what I'm into, what it's similar to. If you have your salon and you got to do your hair, and whoever
Right.
owns your salon, does can she say every day, 3, 4, 5 persons are going to come to her in that salon?
Right.
She says no. I said
Yeah.
that's the best way I can explain what I'm telling you my business entails. I said if I don't get anybody coming up for consultation, I earn zero. If there's nobody reaching out to me, yes, for me to handle
I
their
earn
affairs,
zero.
services that I've outlined, I earn zero. She says, okay, all right. She says, okay. She says, I understand. She says, then this is how the revenue authority operates.
Right.
If you, because you will have to give us a projection.
Right.
And so therefore, if your business, if you're projecting, it will earn under X amount per year.
Mhm.
This is a tax code I'm going to give you. Make sense, Jackie? And then,
Uh-huh.
so we say to her, what if I don't even meet that? She says, then
Right.
you come back
You get a re-
to this. And then you will have to provide, yes, the receipts.
uh
Let's see that you did not meet that target. That's not a problem, Jackie. That's not a problem. She's perfectly correct.
Right.
She's perfectly correct. Yes. And she says, and I said, I'm working from home. She says, okay. So therefore, your expenditure, your operating costs, yes, all of that you factor in. So guys, you're
Right.
working from home. If you're doing a service like myself or whatever it is, the light that you pay. So when you're doing your stuff relative to your business, as I am on here doing a live, all of this is part of promoting all aboard consultancy services. Then you can also itemize that, Jack. In other words, you're gonna put a figure to whatever you do in like manner if you had rented a commercial space. I was good with that. All right. I tell her I use the Uber. She
Right.
says,
Which
then you
which is
have
very
receipts on that
similar.
because I paid on Uber. All right. And so therefore, My code is projecting to earn below a certain amount per year. Number one. Number two, you can make your payments. So she gave me a figure that I need to pay. You can make your payments every quarter. I wish every quarter was every 4 months, but the quarter is every 3 months. And so you make the payments every 3 months. If you're not able to make the payment every 3 months, because not never go on 3 months, and you said the same thing, 4, 5, 6, then you're able to do it before you have up until the year, right? So like the cutoff or the deadline will be a month and date in 2026. So once you meet, you come prior to the deadline or on the deadline, then you physically go back in, have a conversation, and we go through everything. Guys, I'm going to say this to you. Sometimes you don't know what's down the road. Yes? And I'm thankful that the diaspora, sorry, let me very, very Ghanaian, right? Jaghanaian said to me, Diane, go there, right? Because they themselves had an experience, right? Where they assume. And what you do not want is for the tax people to assess you and tell you that this is what you owe. And then the level of back, it's the same time away, so you don't like, I worse than you make it.
It's true.
And so guys, after I did all of that, I happened to make a visit from Jackie. And I don't disclose too much, it is what it is. And I was at a diaspora's business place. Jackie, me sit out there. 3 or 4 people breathing. It's a commercial space there. And when I go, I realize they're from the GRA. So the owner said, they said, oh, and they don't care whether people in there or not, guys. They don't care. And they said, oh, and I said, okay, could you come back? Say 15 minutes or so. At that time, I sit down and I said, okay. Jackie, before he said, oh, that the stance was of such. And when they left to return, I said, what is this? Because when they came in, they're looking at the wall and they're looking at whatever. And they had their certificate there. And what they said to me, and I said, you know something? I just did mine. Let me just say this. I said, it is better you are ahead of the game. You hear me tell you? Because right here now, them not leave. Them not leave. So them come with them bag of paper, bag of case, them not leave.
Yeah.
Until you make some form of payment. Guys, I say this to say, Jackie, I don't care oftentimes about who you know, because you do not know where you will be at a particular moment in time and when a situation can present itself. And you're here in Ghana and you're trying to reach out and you can't reach out to who you know. Is that what you do? Does that make sense to you? Jackie, is it the same way when the police stop
straight? I mean,
when the
I feel you on that.
You,
yeah.
Whilst you knew somebody wherever, you still went through that process that upset you. So can you imagine you at your little business place and the tax people then come in, right? And you have customers there. It's not a good look because at that stage you can't shoo them away. Guys, I am working on code. Jackie, they started to call because when I went into the show, the lady did say to me, they're going to verify that you actually live where you live. So separate and apart from you giving the digital, they know the thing set, Jackie. They know how the thing set. And so I got the call, are you there, whatever, the whole 9 yards to verify that I am in fact. They turned up. Okay, so guys, I'm just sharing that if you're a sole proprietor, you want to do a little business, whether you have a little eatery, a small thing, Jackie, a little cafe.
Yeah.
Please, you're here in Ghana. Know this state. Get yourself regularized. Having residency without a work permit is a challenge. Let us not flout the law in the land that we are living. It's part of adding value. there's a role you and I
Yeah.
have to pay, as well as what we would like from the government or to see. Right? Jackie, I
Yeah.
have to tell you, the lady that I
Yeah.
worked with at the GRA, very professional, right? And she explained to
Mm-hmm.
me. So I know that I am going, and by the way, guys, I do everything every quarter. So I am going to go there, return in person before the deadline, and go through it so that I make a
Yeah.
bill. You can
Yeah.
access your information online, but when I went online,
Right.
Jackie, there is no record. And I suspect that may be so because I did all this in April 2025.
Wow.
You know, so it's early days where that is concerned. How you
So
feel
even
about that,
now that
Jackie?
even so Diane, even now, like if you were to go online, like
He
if
said
somebody
Jackie
wanted
was
to
online
verify.
yesterday. Jackie, I went online yesterday, type in with ID
Wow.
and username and password. And when I went and looked, my details are there, but I'm looking for pending taxes, what I owe.
Oh,
It's a new regular.
okay.
Jackie, been a while
Wow.
about it. Jackie, been a while about it. I
Oh,
tell
no,
you,
no,
said
no.
after Christmas, Jackie. I'm not going anywhere in this rush. Jackie, I'm not
But
going
Diane,
anywhere in this.
I want to give you another underground story. Like how you said that everything is pending. So, all right. So in Ghana here, depending on where you live, and Diane, you've always been in Accra, so I don't know if you're aware of this or not. But depending on where you live, your light bill can be either prepaid or postpaid. It depends on where you live. In some parts of Cape Coast, it's postpaid, like in the village, therefore it's postpaid. So true story. I was renting a place, and then I'm so happy every month the light bill like come and I run the AC. And I'm like, wait, this light bill is low. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is unbelievable, Diane. I'm like, wow. So now, I turn up the AC at nighttime, well comfortable underneath my comforter in Ghana. It's ice cold. And I'm getting this low light bill, like less than 200 CDs per month. This went on for about 7 to 8 months while I'm living at this place. Diane, now where I live is what they call a compound, gated. So the gate is normally locked or closed, but I'm always in the house. Anyway, then it seems as if one day they were able to come in and read the meter. And all this time, and I'm paying off my light bill every month because trust me, nobody happier than me. And then all of a sudden, I get a bill for over 5,000 Ghana CDs. Then I nearly pass out.
Boy, I don't reach the ground.
Then,
I don't reach ground.
so, then me hurry up and put on my clothes and run go down to ECG, which is electric company. Ghana. I said, what is this? I said, what is this? I said, there's a mistake. I said, I have paid my bill every month. What is this? The man said, Madam, come in. Sit down. You know, they always want you to sit.
You know that time you know the kind of it so calm.
They like you sit down. I said, no. I said, I'm going to stand up for this one. Diane. And I said, sir, what is this? I said, please pull up the record. My light bill is paid in full every month. Where's this bill coming from? I said, somebody must be stealing light from my line.
Yes.
I said, this is not possible. Anyway, they told me, so the guy said, ma'am, what I want you to do, oh, even before I went, he said, take a video of the meter, and when you're coming in, you bring it.
Mm-hmm.
So I did just that. Took the video, I went, I said, here's the video. And so this is when they proceeded to let me know that, madam, the bills that you have been receiving, they have all been estimated bill based on the previous use because nobody had really lived in the house with an AC and all the heavy appliances that I had, refrigerator, deep freezer, ceiling fan running, all of this. So then And I'm looking, I'm going home looking to see if nobody's line is connected to this line. I mean, I'm frantic. I'm like, what?
Absolutely.
Over
Absolutely.
5,000 Ghana CDs.
No, sir.
So they said they've been giving me an estimated bill from finally able to come and read the, and based on the usage from the last time they read the meter to this time, minus what I've paid, this is your bill.
Jackie.
That's it. The good thing is that they won't, as long as you're making some little payment on it. So she's
They won't
like,
disconnect you.
Madam,
That's good.
but right now, you see, I've seen. So I paid it, and paid it up to a certain point. Part of it belonged to the owner of the house. I was the what they call second owner because I'm leasing from him.
Yeah.
And then from that I subleased. From that I subleased to someone else. And the owner was supposed to pay off his portion, Diane. He never paid it off. So ECD came and took the meter from the
Wow.
house.
Wow.
So for me now, for me to let my tenant get back lights,
You have to
last
pay
week
off.
I had to pay off the balance. I don't even know how much of it belonged to me, but it was still close to 5,000 after I had paid more than half of what had been owed. And so I had to pay off the entire amount so my tenant can get back its meter. So real life on the ground story, guys. Like, it's living in Ghana is real. It's real,
To
but it's
your point,
doable.
Jackie, to your
It's
point,
doable.
because what you
Yeah.
have also, and this is where, guys, if you're coming in and you're going to get a rental or so, I will say you don't know the system. There are things you may not know that again you're assuming. And so
Yeah.
when we're if you commission a dynast to find somewhere in order to get at least what you want, one of
Yeah.
the things that I'm also checking on and ensuring is that
Yeah.
if you need your own meter, number one. But more importantly, let me see proof of what that balance is. Because it's
Exactly.
interesting you brought that up. Because you have situation, guys,
Mhm.
where there is, as Jackie outlined, what she know that she had consumed using the AC, that a previous
Right.
tenant was there. Yes? And because Ghana is not disconnecting you,
Yeah.
once you make small payments. What is happening is that if it gets to a situation that you may have some little challenge in a moment and you're saying, but I don't owe that much, you did not realize that there was a previous balance before. And so for me, I really stress on having your own meter that you make the payment yourself. Yes, let the landlord
Yeah.
can check to see whether you're updated or not. I do not like a
Yeah.
rental arrangement. Yes, where the
Where I'm
meter
sharing
is
our.
shared, number one. So, for example, you have a
No.
house which is quite you see quite often here in Ghana, a massive house that may have 4, 5, 6 rooms, like a bed seat, and they rent that out each room and have different tenants. You can have a problem when you have that
Units.
shared,
Yeah.
especially the water, right? And so there's a little bit more. So if I'm seeking uh residence for you, long term or short term, those are some of the things I'm looking for. Because for
Yeah.
myself, as you know, Jackie, the water bill will be the owner's name, obviously. So
Right.
you
It would
follow
be.
the
And the
rule.
meter. And
When
the
you
meter
when
as
you
well.
have the details to make those payments, you know that the same name on there as owner and the same name on
Right.
the water bill, you know that they sync. Yes?
Yeah.
If you have different
Yeah.
names, you have to look at that lease agreement.
Mm-hmm.
But those are the
Yeah.
details that we cover in more depth on the consultation. Correct, Madam Jackie? But
Absolutely.
with the
Yes.
taxing with pending, Jackie, no more about me, man. I have an idea when the deadline is. I can always get that. I will go to them
Of
before the
course.
deadline and give them a sit down to do everything. So I'm
Yeah.
also happy that you can pay at that time, if not every quarter. So there is
Yeah.
flexibility, guys. I am saying have the
Yeah.
conversation with the Ghana Revenue Authority. you can, you know, work things out, but do not leave it because and say, oh, them now go find out for you then. We don't know how them do it, Jackie, but you register a company today. Boom, boom,
Mm-hmm.
boom, boom, boom. And
Yeah.
remember, right? Your equals Ghana card, if you're no citizen like myself, is the same number
Yeah.
as your non-citizen Ghana card. The prefix is the country, your nationality, the country of your nationality.
Yeah.
So understand
Yeah.
that. Once government or agencies look at your Ghana card, they'll know the country of your birth. Right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
Jackie, the next thing that I would like the diaspora to be mindful of, because sometimes it is still have to try to get used to it, and I still ask. Guys,
Mm-hmm.
you know, sometimes, first of all, warranty. You have to know where you're, be careful of where you purchase some of your goods. Goods that you would normally expect a warranty, it's not necessarily so here in Ghana. So when you're making a purchase,
Yeah.
you have to ask, and the worker may not know, say, may I speak to the manager or supervisor and ensure and say, will I get a warranty on this particular item? Okay. The next
Yeah.
thing is, say you purchase something, you know, like Jackie, I went to store to buy something. I didn't remember the size or anything, right? I'm not even good with
Uh-huh.
size. So I said, look here, can I just purchase it? And if it doesn't fit, can I return it tomorrow with my receipt and exchange? I said, no, madam. So you can't
No.
even do it. And this is at one of the chain stores. Yes? And so
Yeah.
guys, I'm serious, Jackie.
Yeah. I
Serious.
believe you.
So once you buy it, whether you have receipt or not, you can't go back. No, I'm not returning to try to get that money, you know. I want to get
Yeah.
replace it then.
Yeah.
No. And
But
this is a
Diane.
reputed brand chain store that's been
Yeah.
in Ghana for over 40 odd years. So that one subject
What
matter, I
happens?
want you guys to be aware, right?
Yeah. Because
Especially
they
when you
test
get the
it.
handyman. Wait a second, Jackie. When you get the handyman
Uh-huh.
and you send him to buy things, Jackie, whether it's the plumber or the electrician, guys, sometimes you have to get rid of the laziness. Jackie, I remember a situation, and I went. I said, let me go where you buy because if you get something and you pay, and you think you get a good price, and the thing broke down or mash up, Jackie, tell me what's the sense in that? It is different
There is
here in
none.
Ghana. You're going to be paid more in the long run, but it's a penny wise for foolish. So if you like your receipts,
Mm-hmm.
know wherever you go, ask.
Yeah.
If you purchase something, ask if they will take it back on exchange. If they say yes,
Yeah.
once you have the receipt, no problem. If they say no, then move on. They told
Yeah.
me no duty, but buying something. It worked, thankfully.
Yeah.
Thankfully. You know what I mean,
Thank
Jackie?
you.
Thankfully.
Yes. Yes,
Over to
but
you
when
on that
when
one,
like
Jackie.
I know the store that you're talking about, but anything that you buy, especially electronics, they test it for you to make sure that it's just comes on. Not that it's working, but it comes on. There's a light. So
Correct.
once you get home, once you get home now, and let's say you buy a blender and you use it one or two times and it stopped working, your SOL because it worked when they plugged it in the store. You know, it happened to me.
Mm.
I bought a rice cooker. I bought a rice cooker in very 6 months after I bought it, it stopped working. But I'll tell you, one good thing is they have, we as a people we're brilliant. So you can just find a little place. They fix appliances very nicely here. Anything,
So
any appliance you have,
this is
and
what extra
it
Jackie has outlined for you.
yeah, any little appliance you have down the road. I said to somebody, anybody will fix. I said, yeah, just give it to me. I took it and brought it back the next day. 30 Ghana CDs. It's working like brand new again. Same thing happened with my blender. One day it just stopped spinning. I sent it down the road. It come back. Been working ever since. 50 Ghana CDs. So let me tell
Well,
you
what do you
something,
want to
guys.
say, Jackie? That's
I
good
live
that you
real life
point that
here.
out. Because sometimes you look at the price you buy the goods. I know in Jamaica, certain things, electrical. And you go to a
Yeah.
certain place, right? with the Chinese.
Yeah.
I know if you miss a chin things, them have good prices, a chin things cheap.
Yeah.
But the joke I'm going
Good
to
price,
tell
good
you
headache.
is I used to run there because I had my nutrition club, right? My Herbalife nutrition
Yeah.
club in Jamaica. Operating. So certain things being asked me more than
Uh-huh.
a certain thing to change from. Them used to laugh after me.
Right.
So I said, I'm not spending more than I can. So you know I'm going to Mr. Chin, Jackie. Mr. Chin, give you a little warranty for 30 days.
Yeah.
I can tell you, day 31, it popped out, broke out now work and it was. I said, I said, I said for the money that I paid, I guess
So
it's work on
midnight.
Check it,
Yes.
31 days to get the broke up. You know what you can do? You know what you can do that? Eh? So Dan
Yes.
excused and penalized how foolish when she had her little nutrition club baking teas and whatever, etc. Because Jackie said, I
Yeah.
am not prepared to spend more than X amount of money. It's gotta be joking.
I
Think
know.
of it, Jackie.
It's true.
Why you must spend
No,
more than certain
I know.
water?
Right. For what reason? I'm very frugal myself. But let me tell you, I'm so glad that we have very good technicians here. Listen, Diane, they can fix just about
Yeah.
anything. Right now, I have an oven out there. The bottom coil isn't working. I'm on the road. Believe me, by this evening, it will be working, so I can bake my Christmas cake.
Guys, the finish, not sputter, but them can hook up and chook up and make you do all of the thing than spend what you do not want to spend at this time.
Yes.
Jackie, what was the
Yeah.
other thing on the subject matter down the bottom, darling? I want to wrap up here now. Jackie knows say, well, we'll reach out. Oh, what was the other thing? The
Yes,
last thing I put here.
we are at we, we are at 55 minutes, and then on the last question you asked me, I'm going to tell you that let me let me take a look because I we have been talking and
I knew that. It's
um
a nice thing. I tried to go through
I
now.
had a birthday 2 days ago, so I'm getting older, so you guys have to excuse me. The memory,
Look
the
at it,
memory,
because I've been going on remember the subject matter.
the memory is not
It's a
100% there,
last
Diane.
point.
You hold
It's
on,
a last point.
hold on 1 second.
Because you have this other
Go.
phone.
Let
You
me
can't
go on to here.
nobody may cut off this
Let me
minute.
go on.
Covered everything that we covered. Yeah. We did the driver's license, we did the business. You find
Yes, that we have everything covered, and also I want to say that, guys, if there's something really that you guys want to know about, without we would really.
absolutely. I would love that. And that speaks to
But
yeah.
if there's a subject matter,
Anything you want to know. And those who catch it on the replay, you can also put a comments in there because there are persons that view the live. I think we may have covered it. If there's anything you want to add. Have you found it yet? Jackie, have you found it? Have you found it, Jackie? It's easy.
molasses at times.
Okay, is there anything else you want to add? Let us wrap this up because you're freezing. Is
Hearing me.
there anything else you want to add, guys? You want to read some of the comments on there, please? Can you? Guys, I think we covered quite a bit. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. Community. Okay, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I think we covered it on the Ghana system. Yes, but as usual, if there's any changes, I will send out the upcoming. And I hope you found the information important. I hope you learned something on the line. We're cracking up. Okay, Jackie, the internet your side is breaking up. Jackie, I'm not hearing you well. So, guys, we're going to close out here now. Thanks for tuning in. Have a wonderful day. Remember, like up the live, drop your comments in, and until the next one, stay tuned. Thank you. Jackie, I'm not hearing you. I'm closing out now. Thank you, guys. May I say?
Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know if you can. If you can. Oh, there are. Most of more try to go on another device because the live takes up so much bandwidth and my internet where I am is not very strong. So I apologize for that, guys, because I was trying to go on the other phone and
I understand. I think we covered everything. Okay. Yeah. I think we covered a lot. I think we grouped some stuff together. So I don't think we're leaving anything out.
Yeah.
So have a good one.
Yes, yes. Guys, I think we're okay. Yeah, I think we're okay. I just want to say, for those enjoying the holiday,
yes, yes,
be safe.
Absolutely spot on. Guys, again, walk good. Yeah. Appreciate. Love of gratitude for tuning in. Take care. Until the next one. Let us say.
All right.
Thank you. God bless.
Yes.